What if you could get rid of your electricity bill forever? Engineers have developed a new kind of power system called the magmo generator. Think of it like a water wheel, but powered by magnets instead of water. Using real physics, the magmo generator's spinning magnetic arrays produce up to 5 kilowatts of electricity for your home. The residential model costs about $4,127 upfront, but after that, your monthly bill is gone for good. And since the magnetic parts never touch, the generator requires very little maintenance. This technology is a game changer. So if a system like this is possible, what's really behind those power bills that keep getting higher every year? At $125 per month, the average family spends around $45,000 on electricity over 30 years. That's the price of a luxury car sitting in the garage, except this money disappears every month with nothing to show for it. Over 10 years, that's 15 grand. Over 20 years, it jumps to 30. By the time 30 years pass, families have handed over enough money to buy a house down payment to their power company. Here's what makes this worse. Electric rates climb faster than people's paychecks. Over the past decade, electricity prices increased by 28%, while wages only grew by 22%. This means that families spend more of their income on power every single year. Meanwhile, power companies report record profits quarter after quarter. Energy companies make billions while customers struggle with unreliable service and surprise bills. During the Texas winter storm in 2021, some families received electric bills over $5,000 for a single month. Imagine opening your bill to see 5 grand. Panic sets in. Families in Phoenix faced $400 monthly bills during the summer heat wave because air conditioning became a matter of survival, not comfort. These are rare cases. Extreme weather events happen more often, and power companies pass every cost increase directly to customers. Power outages create hidden expenses that most people never calculate. When electricity goes out, families lose hundreds in spoiled food, and small businesses lose thousands in productivity. Home workers miss deadlines and income, restaurants tear away entire inventories, medical equipment stops working, forcing expensive trips to hospitals. Traditional power generation damages the environment in ways that affect everyone's health and future costs. Coal plants release toxic particles into the air that cause breathing problems and heart disease. Natural gas facilities pump carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, contributing to climate change that brings more extreme weather and higher cooling costs. The real problem runs deeper than monthly bills. Power companies control when electricity flows to homes and businesses. They decide which neighborhoods get power restored first after storms. They set the rates customers pay with little input from the people who actually use the electricity. This creates a system where families depend completely on companies that prioritize profits over customer needs. Some people refuse to accept the situation. They found ways to break free from power company control entirely. These families generate their own electricity at home using technology that works 24 hours a day, regardless of weather conditions. They don't worry about rate increases, power outages, or environmental damage from their energy use. Think of it like growing your own food instead of buying groceries every week. The upfront work requires planning and investment, but the long-term benefits compound over time. Families who produce their own power protect themselves from rising rates while reducing their environmental impact. They gain energy security that traditional grid customers never experience. What this means for regular families is simple. Energy independence isn't just possible, it's practical with the right technology. Families who escape monthly power bills didn't win the lottery or inherit money. They invested in systems that generate electricity using natural forces that never stop working. The technology exists right now to eliminate power bills forever. Magnetic power generation harnesses forces that operate continuously without fuel, maintenance, or environmental damage. Unlike solar panels that only work during sunny days or wind turbines that need consistent wind, magnetic systems produce electricity around the clock in any weather. Power companies spend millions on advertising to convince people that grid electricity is the only reliable option. They lobby governments to slow down approval processes for alternative energy technologies. They create complex rate structures that hide true costs from customers. This happens because energy independence threatens their business model completely. The bottom line is this: Every month spent paying electric bills is money that could stay in families' bank accounts. Every power outage is a reminder of how much control energy companies have over daily life. Every rate increase shows that traditional electricity gets more expensive over time, not cheaper. The question becomes, how exactly does magnetic technology create electricity without outside power sources? The answer lies in understanding the basic forces that make this possible. Magnets can create electricity that power entire homes without burning fuel or plugging into the grid. The magma generator uses carefully arranged magnets that interact to push electrons through copper wires. This movement of electrons becomes the electrical current that runs a house. This isn't a scam or a free energy myth. The magma generator doesn't create energy from nothing. It simply captures and converts the constant energy that already exists in magnetic fields. Think of it like a water wheel that converts the energy of a flowing river into useful work. The magnetic fields provide a constant invisible force, and the generator converts that force into electricity. The technology works by arranging high-grade magnets in a way that creates a continuous stream of electrons. These magnets don't touch, which minimizes wear and eliminates most friction and heat problems. The system's built-in inverter instantly converts the electricity into the right type for home use. This system is reliable and consistent. Unlike traditional power plants that burn fuel to spin magnets, the magma generator harnesses natural forces that exist all the time. It also produces a steady voltage output that protects sensitive electronics, something traditional grid power can't always guarantee. Because magnetic fields don't weaken over time, the system becomes self-sustaining once it starts. It produces enough power to keep the magnetic interactions running smoothly without any external energy input. This means continuous power day or night, rain or shine. The technology is quiet, clean, and requires very little maintenance. The question for how many becomes, how much electricity do these systems actually produce, and does the investment make financial sense? The 5-kilowatt residential magma generator produces enough electricity to run an entire household around the clock. A 5-kilowatt unit runs day and night to produce enough juice up to 120 kilowatts per hour daily to power an entire home with headroom for spikes. This system powers lights, refrigerators, fans, televisions, computers, washing machines, and even air conditioners. Most homes use 3 kilowatts and 4 kilowatts during peak hours, which means the generator handles typical daily energy needs with power to spare. The system delivers consistent electricity whether it's noon or midnight, summer or winter. Think of it like buying a water heater versus renting one. The purchased water heater costs more upfront, but eliminates monthly rental fees forever. Families who rent water heaters pay thousands of dollars over time while never owning the equipment. The magnetic generator works the same way. The initial purchase eliminates ongoing electricity expenses while providing complete ownership of the power system. Here's what those numbers mean for regular families. A typical household uses about 30 kilowatt hours of electricity per day. The generator produces 4 times what most families actually need. This extra capacity protects against power spikes when multiple appliances run at once. When the air conditioner, dishwasher, and dryer operate together, the system handles the load without dimming lights or slowing down other equipment. The upfront investment is $4,127 for the residential model. That's a significant amount of money for most families, especially when compared to the $125 monthly electric bill they're used to paying. The price seems steep until people calculate what they actually spend on electricity over time. That monthly bill adds up to $1,500 per year, which means the generator costs less than 3 years of traditional electricity payments. At $1,500 saved per year, you recoup your $4,127 investment in about 3 years. After that, it's pure savings. Meanwhile, neighbors continue spending money to power companies every month for decades. Traditional electricity bills climb higher every year due to rate increases and inflation. The average 4% annual increase means a $125 monthly bill becomes $150 within 5 years and $180 within 10 years. Families with magnetic generators avoid these increases entirely. Their electricity costs stay at zero regardless of what power companies charge their neighbors. The generator requires almost no maintenance compared to other power systems. Gas generators need oil changes, fuel refills, and regular tune-ups that cost hundreds of dollars annually. Solar panels need cleaning, battery replacements, and inverter repairs. Magnetic systems have fewer moving parts that can break down or wear out. The durable components work for years without technician visits or expensive part replacements. Consistent voltage output protects expensive electronics throughout the house. Traditional grid power fluctuates as demand changes during the day. These voltage swings damage computers, televisions, medical equipment, and smartphone devices over time. The magnetic generator delivers stable power and keeps sensitive equipment running smoothly. This protection prevents costly repairs and replacements that families don't even realize are caused by unstable grid electricity. Picture this. During power outages, neighbors lose refrigerated food, miss work deadlines, and worry about security systems going offline. Families with magnetic generators continue normal routines because their electricity never stops flowing. They save money on spoiled groceries, backup power equipment, and emergency hotel stays during extended outages. The 20-kilowatt commercial units serve small businesses, clinics, schools, and community centers that need more power. These systems cost $7,334, but eliminate monthly bills that often reach $500 to $1,000 for commercial properties. Take a small clinic that installed 20-kilowatt Magma system. The clinic now operates independently during grid outages, keeping critical medical equipment running and patient care uninterrupted while saving thousands annually on electricity costs. The larger generator pays for itself even faster because business electricity rates are higher than residential rates. The financial benefits compound over time because saved electricity money can be invested or used for other family priorities. Instead of sending $125 monthly to the power company, families can invest that money in retirement accounts, pay down mortgages faster, or save for vacations. The generator transforms a monthly expense into permanent savings. When individual families make the switch, the impact extends far beyond personal finances. Communities worldwide are discovering this technology's broader impact. In remote villages, manual units now power schools and clinics in off-grid areas where traditional electricity never reached. Each magnetic generator eliminates carbon emissions from coal and gas plants. When entire communities adopt this technology, they reduce pollution that affects everyone's health. Towns become energy independent instead of relying on distant power companies that prioritize profits over customer needs. Here's what people can do right now. Calculate your own payback period using your monthly bills and share the result in the comments. Research magnetic power systems online. Compare costs with monthly electricity bills. Talk to neighbors about shared energy independent schools. When you choose magnetic power, you're part of a quiet revolution, one that shifts energy control into your hands.